My name is Dov Paluch, and I'm Hugo's dad. Hugo was really a kid that was just incredibly about chesed and kindness and worrying about other people all the time. You know, he would always stick up for his mates, even if it was to his detriment. And he was just a boy that really looked out for other people. On the 26th of May this year, Hugo was playing soccer on the school field with a few of his friends, and that's when he had his accident, which ultimately, led to him passing away. So what's also interesting is that, given the timing of everything, and given the impact that Hugo had on the community around the time that he was sick in hospital, it led to, at Hugo's funeral, Yaakov Drupman, who initially thought up the idea with Dr. Jacks, approaching Alon Krauss and saying that they should name the program after Hugo. And that's how Hugo's Heroes began.
Hugo's Heroes is a student-based initiative whereby the students are very much involved in the running of it and management of it. And from Hatzola's side, we've created a big brother type training for them, giving them the foreground to really expand and to train. So we've added in other elements which were taught by Dov Paluch, which was the health and safety, which is so relevant and fits with the whole brand of prevention is better than cure. So let's fix it before something happens. Hugo's Heroes has managed to solidify and to conform the schools on now how to deal with a process, to deal with emergencies, whereas it wasn't there before.
Being a trauma surgeon, I was on call on the fateful day when Hugo had his accident. I was on call at the hospital, Mill Park Hospital, which is our trauma unit over here. Our paramedics were on scene. They gave me a quick call in my Hatzola capacity to ask some advice on what to do, and they brought him to the hospital where I was the trauma surgeon. Now, up until now, we had just had the idea of the First Aid Project, we'd worked on it, and we'd finalized the curriculum and the go-ahead literally the night before Hugo's accident. And this young teenage boy at Hugo's funeral came up to Alon and myself, and he said, "Why don't we name the First Aid Project in honor of Hugo?" And from that moment onwards, this First Aid Project, which had slow momentum, just took off. And anything that has his name attached to it, it's almost as if there's little guys up there orchestrating the whole thing and making sure that it works.
These kids are not just trainees and also an affiliation with Hatzola, but they are the bridge between an actual emergency occurring at a school and Hatzola arriving. We need to try break that gap, and these kids are it.
We're so excited with this program that Hugo's Heroes is something that's going to be upskilling the school children that are together with their friends every day on the fields and in the classrooms. And when they came and told us that they wanted to call this first aid program name it after Hugo to carry on his legacy, it really touched a chord with us, because it was those kids that were on the field with him at the time. And it's something that's going to be with us forever.
Hugo, all he ever wanted was for other people to be helped and to go big. He asked his parents, they asked me in hospital, all he ever wanted was to go big. And when we had thousands of people going through that hospital, we would joke, we'd sit by Hugo's bed holding his hand and say, "Hey buddy, you got it. You went big. The hospital cannot even function because so many people are here." And that's what we want from Hugo's Heroes. All this good that can come out of it, we want it global. We want every Jewish community in the world to embrace this, to initiate it. We will give them all the packages and help, so they've got very little to do on their side. And I'd like in a year or two's time to look back and be able to say to Hugo's parents, the whole world has Hugo's Heroes everywhere.